think is very, very important. But I think at the moment, some drama is about to pop off because I'm thinking that there's somebody doing meth in this bathroom and they're on the phone with the police. I'm pretty sure this person's in the bathroom, like shooting up or doing some meth. Gosh, I don't judge. Maybe I shouldn't judge, but I'm almost positive because like the people are on the phone with the cops and stuff, and people are freaking out. It's like right there. Hopefully you can hear me. I got the AirPods in. Just think that there she goes. Maybe I was just judging somebody for nothing, but and that's what you don't see, and you never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. But anyway, oh, now there's yelling. Maybe I'm not gonna get on camera. Just respect everybody's, privacy and stuff.
We just need to have somebody come out and flush our lines. We hooked up our tea sweetener to our Sprite, and now the line is in the
Oh, I thought she was on the phone with the police, but she's not. Oh no, they're definitely on the phone with the cops. Well, this might get interesting, guys. I might have a daily vlog, whatever they want to call it. Run from the cops, real life cops, if you guys ever seen that show. But I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about something I find absolutely crazy. The men's mental health stuff. Like, I'm ready to stand up and like be I'm ready to stand up and be like an advocate for this. When I get passionate about something, man, I go for it, because like the amount of like backlash and the uncomfortable feelings people are getting because I'm putting my stuff out there publicly is very interesting to me, because I'm hurting. I'm going through a divorce, everybody knows, with my best friend, and it's not fun. It's been hurtful. It's one of those things where, like, if I would have cheated, if I would have hit her, if I would have done something, to really deserve being left, then all right, I get the consequences, right? This hurts a lot more because it wasn't anything like that. Both of us were having severe mental health issues to the point of suicidal thoughts, because our life was really messed up. Our life was really hard. We have 5 children under the age of 10. And we, have a hard time keeping the house clean. We have a hard time with money. We have it's hard, right? What makes it harder is we were up here where we live with nobody to help. When you guys get to go to the grocery store and you drop the kids off at your sister's house, your mom's house, Grammy's house, Gigi's house, your friend's house or whatever, you can go to the grocery store real quick and do some grocery shopping. We don't get that. We don't get the date nights. Now, granted, a lot of couples don't get date nights, which, by the way, maybe I should make a video on that, like how important it is for like you guys to have intimate time and intimacy with each other. It's so important. We never got that. We got our honeymoon, and we went to a UFC event one time, where in the middle of the UFC event, the family member on her side that was watching our son was calling and talking about a situation that I'm not going to talk about, but it really messed my wife up, and like we couldn't have a good time after that. So it's tough stuff, right? And sorry, there's noise. I'm in a public place, but the thing that I guess I'm trying to say is like it's on this mental health thing. I was mentally ill and like didn't even know it, you know, because I'm a man, and I'm like, just man up, right? That's where that phrase comes from. Like, you know, we're men. It's man up. You know, get up. Don't be a bee. Don't be a bitch. You know, like, be a man. And you know, I just held everything in on autopilot for months, and like honestly, maybe even years. I wasn't as good of a father as I am capable of, which anybody that knows me knows. Like, one of the best fathers, super involved. I lost touch in that. I was an alcoholic during a 2-year stretch that I ended up beating because she gave me an ultimatum and I beat it. But, you know, there's a lot to it, and I'm gonna probably put together more of a detailed video because like I have proof of how lonely I am. You know, even in my marriage, I felt lonely. I felt like she wasn't well enough to handle any issues I had. So like, if I had issues, I wouldn't talk about my issues because I didn't feel like she could handle anymore because she was so, you know, like sick or whatever. I didn't feel like she'd be able to handle my problems, so I just held them in because I didn't have friends. And a lot of that's me. I'm going to therapy and I'm learning all my demons and what I'm going through. But what I'm going through is like, I've pushed people away and I've ruined relationships my whole life. From like lack of like knowing what love is, and like lack of you know, being able to I'm able to build relationships, friendships, and more mentorships even, but I'm not able to like sustain them for some reason. And I'm working on making that better. I couldn't sustain my marriage now. I couldn't sustain anything with my ex. I almost like even like lost touch a little bit with my oldest daughter because like she just saw dad, you know, drinking, and I was her best friend. You know, like when me and her are good, man, I'm her best friend. So yeah, it's like hard, you know. But I have proof of how alone I was and how I struggle with mental health because you guys remember I do my podcast, or if you don't know, I do a podcast called Everyone Has a Story. And I've talked to a lot of different people on there, just like what makes them who they are today. And I had Jason Clay Dunn on, the Ink Master Season 5 winner of the reality show. And during that time, we talked about mental health and what he went through and stuff. And then he said if I ever needed him for anything to reach out. Well, February 2nd of 2022, so almost exactly a year ago, I had reached out to him and sent him a message this long on Instagram that I can post if I need to for validation reasons, and just told him that like my wife can't handle the stress of anything I'm going through, but I'm telling you, like, I'm suicidal and I need some help. Oh, the cops are here. The cops are here. Update, it was a meth head. My judgment was correct. So we do have police action. Well, but man, the noises and stuff, I hope it doesn't pick it up a lot, but it's probably going to. Oh yeah, that got picked up. So yeah, I had to even do things as far as like I don't have family. I have a little brother that I love, but like, you know, he's not really in a position to offer advice or anything. My biological mom's in Florida, and if any of you guys know her, like, she needs help. Like, yeah, she just needs help. Biological dad, I think, he's not dead yet, but I don't know the guy. He's close to death. Ate up with like AIDS and HIV and, you know, all kinds of stuff because he's a junkie and trash bag. All my friends ruined my friendships. I don't know if it's all on me. It's hard to say it is, but I mean, I'm willing to take the blame. I don't care. I should have been a better friend, maybe, you know, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I should have done things differently. So to put in perspective, like, my mental health has been so jacked up for so long, I didn't realize how bad it was. Because as a man, you gotta man up. You gotta just power through it. We gotta be strong. We gotta be there for my wife. And I was there. I did that. I held my stuff in. And it got to the point where I even reached out to a celebrity. Telling him because my wife is so sick. I worry about her. that I don't have anybody and I'm suicidal. And he gave me like words of encouragement, and he was, you know, a nice guy.
Thank you.
But yeah, that I think the police are leaving. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe she's not here anymore or something. But that just kind of goes into what I'm saying about the mental health and like being alone and having like no one, you know, and nobody knew that. I didn't tell anybody about that. I didn't even tell my wife that I reached out to him, by the way. She didn't know. That's how bad it's been for me for a long time. And I'm ready to step up and be an advocate for men's mental health, because like if anybody knows me, I'm prideful. I feel like I'm the best at everything I do. I want to be the best. I strive to be the greatest at everything I do. But I'm also humble, and I'm passionate, and I can be sweet, and I love people, and I love to help people. I love to give. And I'm finally to a point where I think it's okay. It's okay for me to say that like life isn't perfect, and you are living your life. You know, you're portraying this thing on social media. Dang, I was wondering what was going on.
I guess they know who she is. So
Oh, did she leave?
I guess so. She left already. Oh, because we walked through already.
Oh yeah, multiple times. There's a manhunt going on. She got out of here before the cops could come. Now the cops are looking for her. That'll probably be the last update I got for you guys. Good luck, ma'am. Hope you get help. Hope you outrun the police. I'm just kidding, by the way. But yeah, that's just like, this is a detailed version of like some things, and I wanted to address a couple things because like my buddy even joked with me. We have a good relationship, and he's like, you know, quit crying on camera and posting it on YouTube. You look like a bitch. And I laughed like real hard when he said that. But it resonates with like, you know, when you're with your group of dudes, like, oh, don't be a, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, we all know these. I don't know if kids are going to be watching. I don't want to be saying like really bad stuff, you know. But, you know, oh, don't be this and don't be that. Like, come on, man, blah, blah, blah. If you're vulnerable and if you like put your stuff out there, people are like, you need to keep your life private. My life was private, and it was miserable. Not like being with my wife, but like my mental health, everything was miserable, and it was very private. So, I think there needs to be some kind of a awareness that's raised for men's mental health, and like it's okay to not live in this social media world, this fake platform of like only post angles that look good, only post when you buy something new. Heaven forbid you post that, hey guys, today's really tough, if you can keep me in your thoughts. You know, and the people that do that, props to you, because I could never do it. I wanted to look invincible, but now I've shown everybody I'm not, and I'm vulnerable. And you know, anybody that thinks this makes me an actual like B or any of that stuff, like, you know, we can talk about it. You know, Machine Gun Kelly, you know, some talk about it. He kept saying talk about it or something. Yeah, I'll cut this video off. It's almost 15 minutes long. I don't expect you guys to make it this far. Maybe the drama with the police kept you guys here, but it's time for people to realize that, like, you know, just because you post something on Facebook and you're like venting and you're letting things out, it's not gossip, it's not drama. It's literally what I'm going through today. It's what I went through today, or what I went through in the past couple of days, and this is a platform and a way to make me stop crying and heal a little bit. So everybody has a story. Everyone does. Remember that. Episodes coming out, different stuff coming. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel, and please subscribe.